lot has been made about North Korea's land-based ballistic missile technology and their potential nuclear warheads. However, there is one lesser reported weapon that North Korea has been pursuing that poses a much larger threat to the US and its allies in the region. That weapon is the ballistic missile submarine. Ballistic missile submarines have been around since the Cold War. Russia, the US, the UK, France, India, and China each operate at least one of these types of submarines. The boats carry intercontinental ballistic missiles with nuclear warheads similar to that of land-based ballistic missiles. Their major advantage is that they can hide and fire their missiles from anywhere in the ocean. Submarines are extremely difficult to detect, especially when they can be anywhere. They can simply sit silently deep in the ocean awaiting the order to launch. This allows them the ability to likely survive any first strike on their country and retaliate with devastatingly powerful nuclear-armed missiles. They can also launch a strike from any direction, meaning that they can go around or avoid any regional ballistic missile defenses. Therefore, operating ballistic missile submarines practically ensures the country's protection from attack, as any aggressor knows a counterattack would be inevitable, and North Korea is beginning to become one of those countries. North Korea's first and only ballistic missile submarine is called the Sinpo, after the shipyard and the city in which it was built. The boat was first spotted on satellite imagery of the area in 2014. It appears to be armed with one SLBM, or submarine-launched ballistic missile, which protrudes through its hull and into the conning tower. The boat is relatively small, only 65 meters or 215 feet long, compared to the US Ohio-class ballistic missile submarine, which is over 2.5 times longer. Its small size allows it to only carry the one missile, compared to the Ohio's 24 missiles. The missile on board is the Pukguksong-1, known in the West as the KN-11. It appears very similar to old Soviet R-27 submarine-launched ballistic missiles and has similar specifications. Its range is somewhere between 1,000 to 2,500 kilometers, making it a medium-range ballistic missile. This, coupled with the sub's estimated 2,500 kilometer range, means it still cannot reach the US mainland, but puts all major US bases in the region like Guam and Okinawa, and their allies like Japan and South Korea well within its reach. The Pukguksong-1 has been tested 12 times since 2014. Most of these tests have not been launched from the submarine itself, but from land-based sites or underwater barges. These sites can be seen clearly in satellite imagery of the area. And then finally, on the 24th of August 2016, they had their first fully successful ballistic missile launch from the submerged submarine. This act was repeated again in February of 2017. Both times the missile flew about 500 to 600 kilometers in the direction of Japan. Also, with the recently released US intelligence report, North Korea's miniature nuclear warheads can be fit onto the missile. The Sinpo is classified as a SSB, the SS standing for a submerged ship, a classification all submarines have, and the B meaning it carries ballistic missiles. Some ballistic missile submarines like that of Russia and the US are SSBNs, the N meaning that the submarine is nuclear powered. While the boat is a significant force multiplier, it appears to be more of a testbed for a future, more powerful submarine. North Korea is extremely secretive and is very careful in releasing information, but it does appear that they are working on a new ballistic missile submarine tentatively called the Sinpo-C. This new class of submarine will likely carry more and upgraded missiles. For now, the submarine mostly stays in its port at the Sinpo shipyard. Satellite imagery over the years shows that it rarely leaves, and it has never yet gone out on a deployment for an extended period of time. But once North Korea can hammer out the problems and perfect their design, this new class of submarines will give them a significant boost in national defense. They will make any attempt at a first strike on them by the US and their allies many times more difficult, and almost certainly resulting in a catastrophic nuclear counterattack on the allies in the region.